So, meta, right? I know it's fucking cringe, but it just got restricted, so it's a little bit worse, but still really fucking good. So we're gonna do 7 Deadly Sneeds. Deck's still fucking stupid. Escanor is dumb, so let's start the profile. First off, we got this green Gil Thunder Chaser. On play, reveal top. If it's a character, you can marker it to become 3/5. Card's stupid. You play it in every 7 Deadly Sins list. If you don't, you're bad and cringe at the game. Card's insane. It's just the best +0 the set has. And there's a card later that pumps this up to make it a 4K, which makes it a little bit more toxic. Next card we have is the most important card for your zeros. Is this Escanor, Master of the Tavern. It's the aqua profile of pay 1, clock a card from your waiting room to bottom clock, look at top 2, grab up the 2 characters. This is the card you need to pitch for your Escanor level 3's condition. And also it's just a really fucking good card. So you pretty much run this in every 7 Deadly Sins list too. If you don't, I mean, I don't know what else you'd want to play. Unless like you're that hard fixed that you just need that much room that you avoid this. Card's nutty. Next card we have this level 0 Elaine. When this card's placed on stage, reveal top card. If it's a character, add to hand, ditch one, and pitch a card, draw one. So this card lets you can let you set triggers and know what you're gonna swing into, especially since Gil Thunder got Nade out of the format because the card was too good with Escanor. So this can also help you see what's on top of your deck if you don't have King or any other card that lets you scry top. Speaking of King, he's your CX swap and also on play, rearrange top 2. Card's super important for both effects, especially now since Gil Thunder's gone. Climax swap because you only play 2 choice. You get locked out of it sometimes, and this card just lets you help get into it for. So does this one, because this one can scry top. If it's there, you can ditch draw it. So this card can also let you go through your cards to get into more cards that you need to combo. And the top check too, because you no longer have the top check 3 rearrange off the Gil Thunder. So this is your next best bet. Next, we have this Petite Elizabeth. All your characters get 500, so it's a global 500, but the sauce right here is to pay to tap it rest. This card, in combination with the Elaine Brainstorm that I'm going to show you in a little bit, is kind of funny, especially if you hit one of your climaxes early and it's buried in there and you just want to get it out. You can pay 2 for this, get it out, heal 1, and then get rid of this with the Brainstorm to potentially combo and plus off. Next, we have a pretty saucy Escanor. This level 0 stock bomb. It has the funny effect that for every copy of this in your waiting room, it can bomb that level or lower. So if you have one of these in your waiting room and you play 3 of these, you can out Quince's 1/1 blue Nino board, which is kind of funny because fuck that deck. That deck fucking sucks. And we're here just to shit on it because fuck Quince players, am I right? Next we have your level 0 combo of the deck, your main combo. It's a self-tap salvage brainstormer, and when you play the climax, this stock soul,
I haven't really ever worried about it too much before, but
a world without you. You mill the top card of your deck and salvage level X or lower. So if you salvage a 3, you can get a 3 or lower. Card's good. This is what you're going to use to just keep looping your stuff throughout the game. The climax, level 1 or lower, level 1 or higher character. No, level 1 or lower, I'm sorry. Goes to your stock, and then you give everyone +1 soul. So this allows you to slam zeros with this, and especially with this bomb, you can use this to help remove board, and just swing 2 all game to pressure your opponent, and then filter out your hand and set up for level 3. And then your final 0 is one of the most crack cards ever fucking printed. This is a brainstorm that's costless. You can just tap this, sack a character, and it's a fucking free brainstorm that top 3s for any card. Fucking nutty. These 2 cards together are so stupid. Being able to heal yourself down and get dig for the climaxes that got stuck in there because you're going to trigger them, and then comboing off is super fucking fire. Next we have the only level 1s we play in the deck is this Meliodas, wielder of whatever the fuck that word is. When this card's played from hand, you can discard a card and summon another one from your deck. So you can ditch a card, play 2 of these, and then gets 2 abilities. Gets 500 for every other character, so they're 6/5 with full board. And when this card attacks, look at the top 2, ditch 1, keep 1. So also lets you set your triggers and know what you're going to swing into. and if you don't want to hit something, you can just get rid of it and not have to worry about it. Next, we go into our level 2s. We have this 2-1 Nanashi. On play, mill 3, and if it's a climax, you can choose one of your opponent's level 3 or lower characters and send it to their waiting room, and it's in a Adachi. Super good card. You can use this to clear out 2 lanes of your opponents for free, which, with the way this deck has to run in the mid game, you're just slamming stuff to try to push them in damage before you get the 3. Because once you hit 3, it's go time. You have to kill your opponent because you're not going to survive the next turn. So stuff like this, these various zeros that let you get through your deck and compress it and mess with your opponent, like these 2, are just super good for the deck. Here's your second combo of the deck. Yeah, because we're playing a 3 because we're fucking funny. This 2-1 Meliodas. Same climax type stock soul. This one stocks a yellow card, but this one is can't be early play if you have full board, 4 more other characters. And you discard this climax from field at the beginning of your encore step. If you have full board, you can choose with the 2 characters in your waiting room, return them to hand, and gains 1k till end of your opponent's next turn. So it'll sit at 8k, 8-5 with this, which is pretty good if your opponent survived and didn't go immediately to 2, so they're still at 1 and they can't swing over it. Then you can just combo again because you're good and got the other climax. But card's good. You play 3 because you want to be able to hit it more consistently. Also, extra soul triggers, especially since you don't have a way to guarantee hitting the stock souls off top anymore with the top 3. So having a little bit extra of these soul triggers can help your Escanor level 3 hit for a little bit more damage. Going to level 3s, we got this 3-2 early play Elizabeth. 2 less climaxes, -1 level, and on play, you can look it up to the amount of characters on your board. So if you play her with full board, you can look up to 5. This card's really good for helping you dig for climaxes. If you don't have your climax, you're missing cards, you need something, play this down, look it up to 5, grab whatever you need to keep going. This deck does have a problem sometimes at 3 finding its climax, so stuff like this, and stuff like this really help you get to where you need to go and what cards you need to run. Our next level 3 is this 3-2 Merlin. This can early play, but you probably never early play it because this is what you use, and along with King, to be your new pseudo Gil Thunder. It's not nearly as good. It's a lot more dedication to slot, like hand, so it could disrupt the combo if you're focusing too hard on this. But this can bounce a card, and this can scry 2. It's not the scry 3, but between these 2, you get a similar effect to Gil Thunder to push more damage to your Escanor level 3. It can also bounce. It can also heal 1, and it can also salvage a character. But you probably never early play this. I mean, you can. It's the same profile as this, 2 or less climaxes, which isn't hard in this deck because you can mill through it really fast. You kind of want to keep this just to hit it and bounce one of your opponent's characters, just push a little bit extra damage with Escanor. And speaking of the big chunky boy, Escanor, arrogant and powerful. Card's dumb. Heal on play, and then if you have full board when this card attacks, you pay 1, discard a copy of him, and then you deal his damage in instances of 1. So it's not a burn. So Smokescreen from GGO doesn't fucking work because they knew that GGO would be too powerful if they let it stop this. Because we can't let GGO be anything close to a meta deck. You know, that's too much to ask for. But card's nutty. Being able to bounce stuff gives it a free lane to swing for more damage, more instances of 1. It's stuff like this and this to try to set your triggers and see what you're actually going to swing into. To potentially swing for like 6 with this is really stupid. Without Gil Thunder, it's not nearly as powerful. You're missing out on a lot of the push and reach that it did have because, you know, funny, haha, bounce 2 lanes, swing 6 2 times with this, and your opponent just dies, and they can't do anything about it, but that's essentially it. The deck didn't really change much. You ended up playing these and these, mostly. This card, some people want it, some people don't. I like it. I like having the option to dig for more cards off an early play. and then having more copies of just random cards that have Soul Trigger to help get his effect more damage. That's the deck. I don't like meta. I don't even like 7 Deadly Sins. I think the show fucking sucks. But deck's good. What can I say? Escor's fucking nutty.